In this video, we will learn about table of contents, how we are going to make it, what is it, what is the use of it, how we can easily create a table of content using Writer. Now, first of all, when you open a book, you see index, right? With which you come to know on which page number a particular topic or particular chapter is there. Just suppose you have got a long document like this. It has got the name of the chapter. Then there are topics, subtopics. Like over here, the topic is Introduction to Computer. Subtopics can be bank, communication, business. We have the second subtopic, we have relevant knowledge. Under this we have operating system, network, component, server. So we have different levels of headings. Just like in this one, we have different heading levels. This is known as hierarchy of heading. Here we have 3 heading levels. This is the first level, the name of chapter. Now this is the subtopic. This is a topic in a chapter. Welcome to Office 2010. This is heading level 2. The first topic is heading level 1. After this, welcome to Office 2010, we have another topics inside. This is heading 2, right? This one, features and changes, is heading 2. Under this we have let your idea sow and collaborate easily and naturally. This is heading level 3. So this way we have the hierarchy of table. Mostly we used to see 2 or 3 levels only, but Writer provides you 10 heading levels. Mostly we see up to 2 and 3. So let's see how we can do this in an unformatted document which is given to you, and you have to create a table of content. And suppose it's a document of 100 or 1000 of pages. How can you do that? First of all, you have to define the different heading levels. And how you can do that? You already have done this using styles. So again, we have to open style dialog box. The shortcut key is F11. Let's open that. And now I want to apply this one as my main heading. Select it and I'll double click on heading 1. Introduction is going to be heading 2. And I have one more, relevant knowledge. This is also heading 2. Under this, we have third level like bank. So I'll just select it and heading 3. Now again and again clicking on that is time consuming. So I'll just take this fill format mode and I will drag it over my level heading 3. So it will be easier for me to do it throughout my document. You either press the escape key or just select this option to cancel this format painter. After this, we have to create the table of contents. So first of all, you have to put your cursor where you want to create it. So suppose if my cursor is here and I have used insert table index and table index over here. So what will happen? If I click OK, my table of index content will be inserted here. So undo that. Move to the beginning of the page and insert our table of content over here. So I'll go to insert, index and tables and indexes and tables. This dialog box will appear. Here you can change a lot of things, but for now let's click on OK. So this is how you can see your table of content. This was heading 1. This one. Then we have 2 subheadings. This is heading 2 and we have, this is also heading 2. You can see it over here. This is heading 3. You can see these are also being displayed after a certain gap. So this is your table of content which you can create automatically. I just want to add one more level. So we have heading 4 as well. If I give any style over here, let's say content 1. You can see it has been shifted, and same I'm going to apply over here. So now there should be some change in my table of content. So if I right click and select this option, update index, you can't see this change. Why this happens? Because this content heading is not defined. So add this style in your index. What you have to do, just go to edit index, go to index and table tab, just check on additional style, click here. It was content 2 which was not included. So now it was applied to content heading level 4. So you will apply to level 4, click OK, and then you can see that this is also reflected, right? This is how you can update your table of content. Now let's see some more options. Over here, can you see this one? Here you can write index. This one is protecting against the manual changes. So what does it mean? Let's see this one and this one. I have used index instead of table of content. I click on OK and you can see it has been changed to index. Protect against manual change means if I want to type some dots here with the keyboard, you can see this dialog box. It is protection against the manual change. You will not be able to make any changes manually. Click on OK, and if you want to do some changes manually with the keyboard, uncheck that option. And now if I want to add some dots, I can do that. So let's keep it default. And now this is like to how much level you want your index to be. Let's do it for 2 levels only. Okay, and you can see only 2 levels are there. Let's increase the level. If you want to create some hyperlinks, like if I click on introduction and it will take me to introduction. If I click on types of operating system, it should take me to that particular page. So for that you have to create hyperlinks. For creating hyperlinks, you will click on again index table. You will go to entries. Here you have chapter number, entry text, tab stop, page number. So what are these? Suppose I want to create a hyperlink for the chapter number. This is first chapter only. So there will be only one hyperlink. Entry text means these one. Tab stop means the dots that are over here. So you can create the hyperlink for these also. And page number means you can insert the hyperlink on the page like 111. So it will take you to page number. Let's create for the heading. I want to create hyperlink for the headings. I'll select which of the level you want. Heading level 1 I don't want. This is heading level 2. Let's select heading level 2. This one, introduction and relevant. I'll just click on this. Let's do for first one. And you want for the entry. Just click on that. After that, you have to click on the white space towards the left side and right hand side. And click on hyperlink. You can see ls will appear. This is to start the hyperlink. Now, after this, you have to click one more time. This is to end the hyperlink. And just click on OK. Now you can see that your first level heading is having the hyperlink. Now similarly, if you want to apply for heading 2, just select heading 2. Again, entry. Click on the white space towards the left hand side for starting hyperlink and for ending hyperlink on the right hand side. And click OK. Now you can see the level 2 subheading also got the hyperlink. So if I click on this, control click, it will take me to the page. So this is how you can create hyperlinks in your table of content. Now if I want to apply to each and every entry in my table, I'll just select all and click OK. Now you can see each and every entry in my table of content is having. Now let's change the style of my heading 4. So I'll again click on. So we have to go to style tab. Over here, let's select this content 4 and I want to apply this one. So I'll select the paragraph style and I'll click on this, click OK, and you can see that it has been changed. And if you want to apply the same, you just select it, click on default, OK, it will take the default style. Now let's go to another one. Let's see, index and table we have done, entries we have done, styles is also done. Now let's move to columns. Suppose you want your index to be divided into 2 columns. So I'll select this, and if you want it to be separated by a line, you can select that. So you can see the partition over here, and if you want to have some spacing between that, you can click on the spacing, click OK, and you can see that your index has been divided into 2. So I'll just make it 1. Now let's see some more options. Let's see the background. So if I want to have any color, I'll just select that color. The solid color will fill up like this. Now if you want any image, you can select the graphic, and here you can see which of the image you want to. You can select that image. Now let's change the look, the font color of our entries in the table. My second level heading to be in different color, I select the level 2. If I want page number to be in a different color, so I'll select the page number and then I'll go to edit. Like which of the font you want, then bold italic, font effect if you want to give any color, and let's click on OK. So you can see that your second heading level are having the color. So this is how you can apply the character style. Let's apply it for heading level 3 as well. So now you can see that the color has been changed. We have seen how we can apply the background color and the graphic image. We can insert the image as well, but make sure the image is not hiding the table of content. Now if you want to delete it, you just right click it over here and delete it. Simple. Let's see if I make any changes over here in my document. So will it reflect? So what I'll do, I'll just right click on this and I'll click on update. So you can see that overview is also written here. Let's see one more time the character style. So just select the type of style that you want. For example, level 1 heading I want to change. So select the style that you want to apply and click on edit. Now over here you can apply the style. Hope you are clear about table of content and your concept are crystal clear. But in case you have any doubt, you can always write in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and let's meet with another video where we will talk about mail merge.